everybody, I'm 80's Snorklover, and today we're playing Warlord Heroes. And yes, you can see something completely different with me, yeah? For example, I have 4 ears per each side, more likely 2 per each side, of course. Because why not for this kind of Protogen? And yes, I've heard about the Protogens. They're actually pretty cool in my honest opinion. And also, I saw this one YouTuber that made Protogen headwears where you can see that can really entertain and amaze you. I personally got entertained on that, truth be told. So therefore, not only that, I can also do impressions like this now. That's right. I can do that, well, only with the hand movements only. I can only do that with the hand movements. The spoiler alerts, I mean, yes, I can nod with the, for example. Oops. Sorry, sometimes the button command can be pretty hard, key command. But either way possible, why don't we get started? Yeah, basically the recording got a little bizarre, but I am going to try to work around it. Now, basically, it's best you read this for yourself because, well, basically, it's a little hard for me to read what you're seeing right here. Some of it is, not all of it, but some of it is. So, yeah. Alright, day 1. Now the controls are going to be obvious, and it's going to start slow for now on the PC I have, but T is to attack using your weapon, Y is to kick like always. And yeah, be warned the hand movements ain't going to be perfect on what you're seeing for some bizarre reason. Uh-oh, shouldn't have jumped in front of the enemy. I regret doing that. Or maybe not. But yeah. It's obvious you do something like that. A little bit of attack in there and here and there. And I will tell you guys this. I played the shit out of this game because this game got my interest. I love it. I really do. And honestly, I wish there was a Warlords 2 where you could play as the one of the heroes from Human Alliance, known as the King's is... I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it. The King's best guard soldier prince, or the guard soldier, I guess, known as the son of the king himself, known as the prince, that is trained to be a guard soldier to honor his father, I do believe. While also being like the orc, but as a human, challenging the giant mountain trolls, which you'll see in this game one day later on, sometime later on, when I play the next episode for each video I do. So yeah, and I'll be honest with you, my personal favorite race is the giant trolls, because I love how they got those giant winter beings, and that's my top favorite race. And not only that, I do like the Human Alliance too, which is my second favorite, because don't get me wrong, I like the Human Alliance a lot. Even though they have problems throughout the Warlord hero stories, but yeah. So, yeah, it's best you read it for yourself by the time you play this game. I'll link it down in the description down below if you guys want. So, yeah. And here, you get to pay for something every time you fight an enemy and some sort like that. But I recommend doing it wisely, though, however. So, for example, I recommend going for a fighting move first. And if you have to, focus on a couple fighting moves until you see the best fighting moves you go for. And my number 1 best fighting move recommendation is the triple kick. I love the triple kick. And you're going to see why. It's based from the Achilles game I played. And most of this thing, most of it, and some of it and somewhat is based on the Achilles game I enjoyed playing. Last video, and those linked down in the description down below, I'll remember to put down. Yes. So buy that. And I would go wise on the areas you go for, because they'll come in different difficulties. There's medium, easy, and hard. I recommend easy. Because since you don't have that much moves, I mean, you can do medium and hard, but be warned, you're gonna rage a lot. Be warned. I recommend easy because just to start you off. But I can read this, however. The men of the West are a proud people who generally mind their own business and cause no problems to the other races in the region. However, they are very hostile toward strangers, trespassing on their land. Unfortunately, on this sorry, I can't even read that. I can't read that. It seems you have no choice. I mean, there's got to be a way to be a fair and square story on throughout the second hero style of Warlords game. I will say that for sure. But I'll be honest. I wish I would be the next creator of making this game. I wish. So, here we go. It should start faster later on. Be warned. Yep. Just how I recommend it. Oh yeah. Now you got a more stronger move now. What you're seeing right now. Even though the Achilles game sadly doesn't have that. But I wish though. I wish. Yeah, for that you gotta block. And this is the game where it shows the arrows on you. Which is, I have to admit... yeah. That's a brand new one now. Well, for a Warlords game like this. But again, I love this game a lot. It's my #1 favorite, I may say so myself. And yeah, be warned, you're going to have to deal with a couple of glitches here and there throughout this game. If your computer, depending on which one you have, does something like that. And yeah, be warned, the hand gestures ain't going to be perfect. One day when I get the triple kick, I'm going to really enjoy that one. For now, I'm just going to kick like this. I mean, it doesn't have knee stomp on it yet, sadly. But yeah, you can also block from behind as well. And sometimes the blocks are a little hard to focus on. Be warned, it's going to be a little hard to focus on. And if you have to, kick a bunch, if you have to. Just like in Achilles, where you have to be sure the bosses don't kick so many times just enough you can't beat them. Sometimes games like this takes a lot of concentration, be warned. A lot of concentration, be warned. Even along with fighting smart when it comes to harder rounds. Be warned. And that's what makes those games fun too, by the way. Sometimes you'll even complete the blocks focusedly well good, while some other times you're gonna end up with arrows, a lot of arrows on your body, what you're seeing right now. So yeah, let's get to moving. Even if you have to, you can save up along with it if you have to. And here I'm gonna plan on going a bit wise this time. The cheapest move I can afford is this one. Hope it doesn't affect anything by the time I go to the next one. Oh yeah, there's also the undead in this game as well. But when you start off on easy, they won't be so hard. But when you go to hard, you're gonna have to go through a lot of pain, and you'll see maybe later on as well. And if I'm not mistaken, there are demons in this game, and the demons don't play nice. Be warned. They, for hell-like sake, don't play nice. Be warned. The air grows cold, and the ground is hard and frosted. This is a sign that you are entering the kingdom of the trolls, yes. Fighting trolls on their own territory, is notoriously difficult. excuse me, as the icy conditions make any form of combat exhausting. Also, there are tales of giant trolls, which is my favorite part of this race, by the way, of the giant trolls living in the area. You hope you don't run into those. You know, I don't blame this elf warrior. Okay, for example, even if I do end up in the land of Subnautica myself, there's one thing I will say for sure. I hope I don't okay, for example, I just hope I don't run into Reaper Leviathans. Nobody wants to run into those things ever, because they are bad news. And who would not agree with me? I mean, I'm sure everyone would. Because after all, they're the #1 scariest creature, the #1 scariest sea monster in the alien game, like, well, you know what I mean. I mean, it's basically the scariest part of the game anyways. But this game, not scary at all, what I'm playing right now. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, believe me. Alright, let's go. I'll try doing a different button command this time, if it doesn't go wild on me, because my PC loves to go wild these days. I have to admit, that's a cool move in my honest opinion. Yeah, again, the button command is not going to be perfect on what you're seeing on my VTuber avatar. One in a different random fashion, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to deal with one arrow on you or more. Yep. On, die now. I ain't gonna fall for that easy. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Alrighty. Try again on the top. Sometimes you don't really have to jump in this game. Maybe on giant enemies you do, depending on the giant enemy, which there are 2 giant enemies you gotta worry about. One, Mountain Troll in a different episode, and also... Oh, I didn't. Also, the final giant being you'll see in the final episode. There's also Gladiator mode too, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you really focus on the skill. Even though Gladiator mode is badass in my honest opinion. But again, I'd recommend just sticking off with the story for now. I recommend, yeah, again, focusing on the story for now. Come on, come on. Oh, there's 2 enemies. And yeah, to often hire henchmen, I recommend, well, depending on your skill, I will recommend hiring henchmen on medium. I will believe so myself. But I would stick off with Archer first, I do believe. Yeah, again, you gotta think really wise on this. You know what? I don't see why not Archer right away. If you want, you could do Spearman, but I recommend Archer in the beginning, just in case. Just in case. You know what? I think this should be the appropriate time to do the undead. Well, maybe. You know what? Why not medium? As you cross the border of stench, the stench of death hits you. As you cross the border, the stench of death hits you. You are in the realm of the undead. Armies of skeletal warriors inhabit these lands. They no longer fear death or pain and have a burning hatred of all things living. Yeah, warlords can have sometimes their darkest times, even if you're a hero trying to come across lands either way possible. Sometimes it's best you try to fight them off before they kill you. Yeah. Trying to figure out, I mean, there's two different button commands. When you press spacebar, yes, this is jump. You can use these. And if you have to, this is jump. And yes, what you're seeing right here. You can keep blood on, sound on, music on. And 4-5 can also be your option for weapons, swipe and kick. Swipe is like your weapons. Swipe is basically like your weapons. And 5 is kicking. And I recommend any of those that floats your bone. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken how people would put it. So, yeah. You know what? This actually works more better for my avatar. Well, maybe not, because I noticed that 4 is joy, if I'm not mistaken. And, sorry that every time I'm pressing 4, yeah. I just had to... man, I don't know anymore. Be sure you help your henchman too before he dies easily in unexpected fashion. You're basically the guardian of your henchman. And yes, if you have to, grab the money first and help him out. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of money this time, yeah. The archers are, if I'm not mistaken, one of the easiest. But just try to fight smartly, though, if I were you. Even if you have to do 2 at a time, try your best to make sure your henchman doesn't die easily. Oh my god. This is getting a bit intense, I have to admit. Even if you have to basically lose a bit of money on no matter what falls on the ground, you might as well at least stick off with that too. But you will get more money by the time you finish this. I will promise you guys that. Best you help out your henchman the best you can. Sometimes it's best you block first by using your weapon to block. Or your shield, if you have a shield. And even if you have to take the risky decision, yeah, help out your henchman the best you can. Even if you have to take risky decision. Oh. Oh man. Uh-oh. I don't know if my henchman's gonna... I'm gonna try to save my henchman! There we go. Uh-oh. More coming, huh? More sure do keep coming. Sometimes they will. Be warned, sometimes they will. Now that, until, yeah. Alright, now I have enough to buy the triple kick. Yeah, and I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna see how so badass the triple kick is. You know what? I'll save firing a henchman later for now. It's best you go wise on this, yeah. I mean, if you have to, you can take the risky decision if you want. But I'm gonna start off on easy for now. Mainly because I want to show you how badass the triple kick is. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun to use. But however, I would recommend going wise with it, though. However, the one downside you have to understand. Yeah, basically you have to master the thing along with the triple kick. Even if you can't, well, at least your henchman can also pick up the money too. And if I'm not mistaken, the archers and these guys are easy to do the triple kick on. Just don't do it too much though, or else, yeah. I mean, just try to go wise with it. It's the best I recommend. And I'm telling you, triple kicking, in my honest opinion, is a lot of fun. Now, basically, I'm trying to save up enough to get a swordsman. Best recommend, I would recommend, because if I'm not mistaken, swordsmen are a lot more stronger than spearmen. No offense to spearmen. Even though they can do a charge attack in the second Achilles game, including for Warlords. I can't remember what this one Warlords game is, but it's where they take Warlords really serious for war in that one game I was mentioning you about. I don't know what it's called again, but again, it's made by Armored Games, and God bless Armored Games for making something like that. And sometimes the triple kick will unexpectedly pull off that jinx as well. And if you want, you can be one of those bosses that can kick. So you can, if you want, you can be one of those bosses that can kick a lot, so many times that just enough they can't even keep up with you. But with wise decision, oh man, now that means I'm gonna. Oh man, please stay with me, Archer. Come on, hang on. Yeah, something went weird for a minute there, but yeah, sometimes that happens. That's why buying extra lives is also important. You know what? This kind of hero is actually worth it. There we go. Now I have enough for a swordsman. And also, there's an extra... How do I say this? An extra guy you can get throughout the first episode. Trying your best to hope you can survive with him. Yes. For now, it's time to go for something hard. Yeah. And here's why how this is possibly hard. You're gonna see very, very soon. Because you'll be facing against horsemen in this one as well. And you're going to see what I mean very soon. Yep, this is the horseman I'm talking about. Even if you have to take a couple of hits. Even if you have to, blocking would be the wise solution, depending on it. Uh-oh. You gotta also get ready for him to come back, too. Best recommendation right there. They'll often come here and... Oh yeah, and these guys are the worst. You gotta really fight wise against this guy. But if you have to, use your triple kick a bunch of times. And try not to do it too much, too. The best you can. Gotta try my best to save the archer. Man, you're really that far? You really gotta stick with us, man. Oh, well, that was weird. I don't know what caused that, but hope nothing bad happens during when I'm recording. Some went wacky, and I don't know what happened during when I'm recording, but either way possible, hope I'm still recording. At least they're working together nice, as I do the finish off work too. Oh boy. Yeah, it's best to fast kick them too. These enemies can come in different kind of forms that you may never know any way possible. Therefore, you gotta be ready for anything. Alright, this is where I'm really gonna have to fight wise. And that means that that's gonna involve me blocking. Oh man, I meant to keep following him on this. Oh no. This is gonna be bad. Because enough one of my henchmen died. And I'm gonna have a good chance on death too. Uh-oh. Oh no. I couldn't even save him in time. Ugh. Sometimes it's hard to fight smart. One thing for sure. But as uh-oh. Oh! That's gotta suck. Alright, now I got the horseman to focus on. It's best you wait for him to come back, even if it means taking a couple of hits. There we go, just like that. Oh, great, another horseman. Oh, just enough I died like that, man! Oh, that's gotta suck. And sometimes you're gonna have to basically deal with hiring more henchmen depending on what kind of hard situation you're going for. Only depending on the risky decision. Yep. Should have triple kicked on that. Oh no. Oh my god. Ugh, I shouldn't have blocked! I'm so blocking from now on. And I'm so waiting until he... Oh, come on! Yeah, sometimes they'll come up unexpectedly. And if you have to, kill them quick. The best you can as well. I'm just gonna wait for him to come back. Always wait for him to come back sometimes. You know what? I don't see why not take a couple of hits at least. Alright. Yeah, sometimes I'll give them a little bizarre names on something you won't probably understand. I mean, maybe this is a thing from the European times on something or what you're seeing on what kind of thing, kind of weapons, different kind of weapons they'll use. And I think that's during the European times, but in a fantasy-ish kind of way. But, yeah. Oh, great. This is where I might die. One more to go. Did it! Now for the flare guy to beat. Yeah, if you have to, get behind him like this. Even if you have to risk your triple kick a bit. Yeah, enemies these days just won't won't rest until, yeah. Depending on the enemies, sometimes they will not rest until you're dead. Yep. Boy, what a tough decision I'm going through. Now that was close. Uh-oh. Sometimes it's tough to fight smart. You gotta do anything you can to fight smart these days. Because sometimes the enemies don't go down that easily. Nope. Finally! And yeah, depending on the hard thing, depending on how ready you are, you can get that much cash. What you're seeing right here, to buy more lives, and only 5 lives per each one you lose as well. I'm trying to figure out which one to go for. Alright. Mag. You know what? I'll just do it with a mag. But however, I recommend if you get a mag, I recommend you go for a swordman along with it for the next adventure you finish. I best recommend. Okay, this is a different kind of orcs too. For example, you across the border to hear the sound of distant war drums. The orcs of the south have been preparing for war for years. During the last Great War, they were hurt badly, especially by the orcs of the north, who betrayed them in their time of need. Since then, they trust nobody, and any outsider seen in their land are usually killed on sight. Therefore, you really got to be careful if you're playing this on hard. Okay. Now watch what the mag will do comparing to an archer. And there's also axe throwers too, but it's best recommended on the orcs if I'm not mistaken. And yes, these are the orcs from the north. Yeah, which does more damage, I do believe. Yeah, they do a lot more damage, what you're seeing. Right there. That's what's badass about the mags. If I'm not mistaken, it takes as much damage as the spear thrower, I think. Which shows for the men of the West that does spear throwing. And don't forget to help out your magger too, most of the time, or else he'll die easily depending on it. You have to also take care of your henchmen too throughout the way, just in a helping hand way and not really in some form of way that you're thinking. No way. Just help them as like friends, for example. As like friends. Maybe that's what I need to be stronger. Maybe that's what you need to be stronger. Just without you moving, he'll do this without you moving if you upgrade it to him. He will. I should have moved while I'm at it. doing that without moving. Sometimes it's best recommended you go fully prepared with a bit of a challenge along with it in this game. Best recommended. Probably just getting stronger at the moment with the guy I'm using. And thanks to the mag, he's a good helping hand. Now a swordsman on your side. Yes. Now if you can basically survive with your henchmen, best recommended on medium and easy, you'll be able to get these armors at any chance at all as well. Any chance in possible way. Mithril vest is the best recommendation if you get enough good coins for this. More expensiver, but worth it. I recommend medium for this. The wood elves have been allies of the night elves for centuries. Many of the elves have had to fight together in order to survive, but today something seems amiss. The eyes of these soldiers have darkened and their skin has paled. You suspect they have been possessed and anticipate a less than friendly welcome. Yeah, something's causing this, truth be told. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the deadliest enemy you'll see in the final episode, if I'm not mistaken. I am going to go through the whole episode series per each episode, though, be warned. That's the main goal and plan here. Alrighty. And make sure you do anything you can to make sure to make your henchmen stay alive. Do anything you can to keep your henchmen alive. Uh-oh. When you see one of your henchmen going backwards, that means he needs your help. Yeah, it's even tough sometimes whenever they try to get you unexpectedly from the back. They couldn't even wait until we go a little more what you're seeing right now. That's why the henchmen are there for. Come out. Just hoping no enemies come from the back during when I'm trying to, yeah. Is that guy also on that? Do that to my microphone. Hope I'm still recording, no matter what the damage I accidentally did. If you have to, if he's trying to get the upper hand, you could just triple kick him. Two helps out. Sometimes my PC will go a bit slower. If I'm not mistaken, maybe depending on how many enemies. That's a good idea right there on them. Just to pick up that Axis coin, just in case. Man, I love the triple kick. I really do. Well done, henchmen. Yeah. Uh-oh. Jeez, more just don't want to give up, huh? Is that everyone? Whoop. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Armor. Yeah, basically you're gonna have to need a lot of serious money for this. Because if I'm not mistaken, upgrades are more expensive for the character here. If I'm not mistaken. Oh boy, prepare for a hard time right here if you ever come across this. This is where, once you get to something like this in front of the main goal where it's supposed to go to, you'll have a hard time, be warned. So it's best you get ready for anything. Uh-oh. Something like that, for example. Yeah, if you have to, keep following the horse guy for your mag to basically beat that guy. I best recommend. There we go. Now when you get him down, you can move on. Yeah, sometimes I just wait for the slowness to wear off sometimes. Sometimes it's bizarre getting times. Uh-oh. Trying to get ready. And I nailed it. Yeah. It ain't easy to nail it sometimes. Well. That's an easy way of doing it. Yeah. I'm impressed indeed. Uh-oh. I understand what you're going to say. Most of them look like they don't stand up of a challenge. Well, some of them I do believe are going to be challenging very soon, I do believe. Alrighty. trying to get ready for him to come back. Here he comes. Well done, My Mag Man. Ma Mag Man. Uh-oh. I honestly don't know what's harder. This or, well, in hard mode more likely, or the two stronger Achilles warriors, known as the one from stage 4 and 5, or this in hard mode. Because right now my henchmen are taking a beat, and I'm trying my best to save them. Yeah, now that's what I call teamwork. Yeah, sometimes they like to pull off so many that they can't even at least stand for one. They can't even be patient for one at a time sometimes. Sometimes these enemies can be so impatient for one at a time. I have to admit. But I guess that's what makes this game challenging anyways, I guess. Once you put it in hard mode. I should be getting there somewhere, I believe. Yes, they have mags too. It's best you basically get ready for anything, because mags will do anything to pull off any kind of fight by whatever means necessary. Alrighty, I should have enough for the vest, I believe. Well, that's enough for the helmet, sadly. There's boots, graves, braces. You know what? Why not braces? Why not? One day I am going to get armor and try my best to survive without armor, sadly, because if I'm not mistaken, the first boss you'll come across while playing this story will be the one that's an arrow focus / sword focus on the next boss. So here we go. Alrighty. Time to get ready, my men. Uh-oh. That's why I'm going to do anything I can to save them the best I can. It all depends. Come on. Oh my god, he's getting a beat. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is trying to go for 50 enemies before the boss, I think. Maybe not 100%ly, but Lord knows. Yep, when you hear this music, that means it's boss time. When you hear music like this, that means it's boss time. It's best recommended with 2 henchmen anyways. Even if you die, the best, I mean, just try the best you can, I best recommend. If you have to, kick him a bunch of times. If you have to, with the triple kick. If you have to. Yes, boss defeated, baby. And if you want to, yet again, you can read this basically to your. You can read this yourself if you want, because this is a little too fast for me while recording. Yet again, if you want, you can read this. Want to play this game yourself if you want. I'm not going to risk too much. And yep, there we go. You got an extra guy. And my best recommendation is try your best to keep him alive. And while buying more fighting moves. Maybe 1 best recommended. Let's see. 4 power wheel. I bet the 4 power wheel should work. I guess doing medium wouldn't hurt. You entered the kingdom of the Human Alliance. Once, many years ago, they were allies to the elves, but due to the combinations of greed, pride, and arrogance on their part, these allies are no more. Well, sometimes things can go in the dark side. I mean, that's what basically it's supposed to show in this game, really. Oh, my bad. I don't know why I'm paying attention. Oh yeah, this is a best recommended move. Along with the triple kick. Just wants to do 1 attack before death, huh? Uh-oh. I didn't know medium can be taken seriously. Try your best you can to save your allied fighters too. Best I would recommend. I may be taking a bunch of damage, but I am trying hard. Alrighty, let's see. Oh. Man, I didn't know medium can take that difficulty seriously. Sometimes they can, now that I'm looking at it. Sometimes you gotta show them who's boss. Honestly, I wish I could play as the guy with 2 swords like that. I would have a lot of badass time with triple kicking. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, God, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh, God. God, how many enemies do we have to face like this? I did not mean to die like that. Sometimes it's not going to be easy to keep your extra guy alive. Sometimes it ain't easy. Oh my god. I wish the man could stay with us. Because I'm having a strange feeling he doesn't want to. Oh no. Okay, thank God. Please stay with us. Oh no. We all stayed alive, thank God. Man, that's a lot of work, I have to admit. Let's see. I'm gonna have to save my money a little bit, so I'm gonna go for... why not that? I don't think I'm ready for the demons just yet because I gotta get something a little more armor-ish. So therefore, I'm gonna stick off with the human aliens one more time at least. At least. Yeah, sometimes I like to play undead style for once. Only one-time style. Uh-oh. Well done. Uh-oh. Working nice and hard with... Uh-oh. Yeah, sometimes they can be tough to complicate with, known as the enemies. Felt like jumping, because why not? I may have taken a bunch of damage, but... oh man, still not enough. Oops, did not mean to do that. Might as well save up a little bit, because why not? Alright, this is where we're going to be preparing for the worst. I may lose a couple of henchmen on something where I know, obviously, throughout the... you're going to see how hard this is, really, because this is where the demons are going to get really, really, really tough. Just enough. You're going to have a very hard time, believe me once I say this. As you are crossed into the realm of the demons, the gaze upon the hard, dry, dark red ground, you start to think about how you despise these creatures. Yet, in a way, you also pity them, being filled with rage all the time is no way to live. Better to die here and then get captured. Stories of the demons torture chamber of legendary. Alright, before I get started, I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back, and today it's time we get to the demons. Now, again, they're gonna be really tough. Sorry, give me a moment. How tough, you may ask? Well, you saw the pitchfork, right? That's what I mean by tough. Uh-oh. I really gotta fight wise against this guy next time. Sometimes you gotta try everything you can to master the triple kick against a race like this. The demon race, that is, of course. Try everything you can to master your skills against this enemy race. Try everything you can. Uh-oh. Just sometimes it takes a lot of skill, including against the Spear Masters will show up often as well. The Spear Master can sometimes be an extreme tough pain. Even if you have to, you can wait until he comes back. And I'll be ready myself. Yeah, the demon race is the most hardest of them all, if I'm not mistaken. Should have thought of that one. Oh, yeah, I should have thought of this one. Yep. You gotta try every move you can against them guys. Oh man, I hope my henchman can survive on this. Whew, nice one. Oh boy. Sometimes it's best you really gotta focus. Thank God no one died. Alright, now I can see. Okay, buy this. I'm gonna buy this. And we're ready to go. Oh boy. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get even more harder, be warned. Therefore, you gotta survive the best you can. And survive wisely too, I best recommend. Trying to focus my fingers, that's all. Oh great, there's two of them. Uh-oh, there's a mag. Oh, yeah, you can do that on the mag, but it only depends on how well you can basically do it. Sometimes you really gotta fight smart against them, Spear Masters. I'm trying to focus my fingers. Because they don't go down that easily at all. I don't know how often the spear-mounted spearmen come over and fight you. Normally, I don't know how often. So far, they aren't showing archers often. Uh-oh. Spearmasters incoming! You have to basically outprove the skills on a Spearmaster. As a gladiator, you can always try to be, obviously. I mean, it's best that sometimes you go gladiator mode on the enemies. Now there's an archer they've shown, except now, I mean, I'm glad they killed him, the archer, yeah, but we still gotta, but it's best you still gotta focus with your henchmen. Because one of my henchmen is getting close to being down, and I think it's the mag. Oh no, it's the swordsman. No wonder. Oh boy. I don't know if you can hire another henchman. I mean, I hope so. I'm gonna try. Alright, for now I'll stick with spearmen. That may not be the wise choice, but we'll see. We'll see. So here we go. The final level. And hope we make it there eventually. All four of us. Known as the henchman and me. So here we go. Just trying to practice my fingers to keep on track, yeah? Oh, great. Oh, man. I hate the unexpecteds on the back. I hate the unexpecteds on the back. Wait, what am I doing? I have armor on. With this kind of armor you have, you will no longer have an arrow on you. That's why this kind of armor is expensive. Because, yeah. Uh-oh. No! The king. No way! Yeah, sometimes, again, they'll cut off your moves. Try your best to keep the Green King alive, but at the same time, it ain't gonna be easy to do so. But, however, just try your best to keep them alive. I best recommend. All of your henchmen alive, I best recommend. The best you can anyways, because... Oh, I feel so bad for that poor king. Because, if I'm not mistaken, that green elf you saw is a king, of course. And normally, this would make you feel bad that you don't mean to make him die like this. I feel bad myself. But it's best you avenge him, I guess. Oh, man! Uh-oh. No time to feel for cry and shame now. The sorcerer is now here. If you have to, you can try to kick him, but he teleports a bunch. Yep. Man, he teleports so many times. Yeah, using your triple kick should probably work. But also, that teleportation is also like a blocking organism. sometimes the sorcerer can get pretty annoying in Wish Granted. Yeah, keep on triple kicking him along with it, and you win. Yeah! Man, this guy, I have to admit, is a hell of a job to kill. I have to admit. But if I'm not mistaken, your story does not end here, I do believe. I meant to do a sorry face. Hang on. I feel so terrible for the king to die. I really do. Because if I'm not mistaken, once you read this yourself, you'll pretty much see what I mean, and you would do anything to keep him alive the best you can, depending on how skillful you are playing this game. Okay, let's see. Why not? Yeah. The final upgrade I'm getting, yes indeed. If I'm not mistaken, you're going back to the mountain trolls, I believe. So, yeah. Try your best to stay alive on this part. Yep. The best you can anyways, depending on the skill you have, yes. Because I know I'm going to try my best, yep. Sure one thing for sure. So, yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Man, I love the triple kick technique. It works for any fighter, I do believe so myself. Sometimes it just takes a lot of smart concentration the best you can. Oh yeah. The new move I got known as the backflip attack. Yeah. Depending on your weapon, that is, of course. Alrighty. I may not be 100% smart, but I am trying. Man, one of my henchmen died. At least my spearman's still alive. yeah, you can make him so skilled. Which I love the new upgrades to this comparing to Achilles. I mean, I love Achilles still, but this takes it in a whole new brand new level in my opinion. And there's basically more bosses like this in Gladiator mode, known as the one I'm playing playing as right now, known as the boss I'm playing as right now. But yeah, there's a lot more different kinds of bosses you can try on in Gladiator mode. Yeah. Even though all of the moves you would go for isn't going to be on you, sadly, but it is best recommended you try the best you can in Gladiator mode. The best you can. You won't have all the moves, sadly, throughout when you play the episode, sadly, but you can be able to try your best in Gladiator mode, yeah. Okay, let's see. I have enough for these, yes. Honestly, I don't know what kind of boots, but yeah. Wouldn't hurt to have another archer, yep. Alright, we're getting close to finishing the story. And it's with the mountain trolls, yep. And I do believe there's a boss there. If I'm not mistaken, this kind of boss, what you're going to see, isn't going to be 100% not that tough, but we'll see. We'll absolutely see, yes, Anima Deed. And I'm telling you guys, I love this game a lot. So, yeah, let's get going. Shouldn't be tough at all. Not at all. Archer against Archer, huh? I don't even need to triple kick him these days. Uh-oh. And if I'm not mistaken, the boss in this one is a longsword master, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes the enemies can mean business, I mean. If I'm not mistaken, the boss would show up soon, somewhere soon. Yeah, sometimes you're attacking to finish off the enemy in one hit. So far, doing okay so far. Oh, man. Oh, great. So it's not my archer that's losing a bunch of lives. It's my spearman. No wonder. No wonder. No one. No boss yet, but I am getting ready. Maybe I'm wrong about maybe seeing a boss here. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I have a strange feeling I'm kind of... Wait, not yet. Ow. Huh, yep. I think that's a foot of a giant troll or a giant demon. I'm not sure, but either way possible. I think that should be the end of the episode. Yep, that's the end of the episode. But I do believe maybe the Winter Swords Longman boss for the next episode should be the possibility, known as the one with the long sword, I do believe. So therefore, yeah, that should be the next episode. But for now, what matters is I completed the first episode, so that should be the end of this video per every episode. So yeah. I will make more episode-like videos like this in the future. Bye, everybody.